morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's do a video on the best deals in the market. Right now in Pasco County, we have, let me get rid of this. We have 4,538 properties in the residential section. Let's go down to just single family homes. Brings us down to 3,131. And how do I identify the best deals? The question really is that each person's going to answer that based on their personal buying pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're getting a FHA mortgage, then you can only look at the FHA homes. For FHA homes, we're down to 2,148. If you're FHA, I would not buy in the flood zone. So let's say you're FHA, and that brings us down to 1,755 homes. If you're a value investor, you're looking for a deal, and let's say you don't want to go over $350,000, we're down to 603 properties. Are those the best deals? You could say the best deal is based on price per square foot versus amenities. I don't know what your objective is. If you're a cash buyer, there are 707 properties. We're going to take out the flood zones because you say, I want to make a really good buy. I want something cheap. I would analyze it based on price per square foot. Looking at price per square foot, there's 5 properties below $100 a square foot that are single family homes. And here's what we're going to find. This one on Green Key at $97,000, flooded, probably 3.5, 4 feet deep back in September 26 during Hurricane Helene. Here's Westport for $109,000. I'm going to believe it flooded, although the east side of Westport only had a foot or two, whereas the west side of Westport was pretty dramatic. Arapeca, on that water, what am I looking at here? It doesn't even show a building. This is $109,000, peaceful views, and it claims it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house with no picture of the house. That has to be investigated further. Actually, we always want to look at the map. Is this really on water that's navigable? And the answer is no. There's no way out. And it's very close to actually some really nice water. But it's not Gulf access, and it is $109,900. Let's look at the next one. Palm Terrace. This is not a flood zone. This is a short sale. If you don't know about short sales, let's just say that they owe more than the property is worth, and they're going to have to induce the bank to accepting a lower number. All right, this thing is $275,000 because it's 3,000 square feet. The most unique property in Pasco County. And this is over 2 acres, 3.2 acres. And it's only been on the market for 1 day. And there it is. So there you go. All right, so this is a flood zone, though. Yes, it is. Okay, let's get out of this. So these are the ones that are below $100 a square foot. Let's look at $100 a square foot to $120 a square foot. Now we have 11 more properties. Let's take a look at it. Oh, look at this. Dade City, $63,500. And now this is going to be an old frame house. This is Sea Pines. It flooded pretty dramatically in September 26th. Yeah, this whole area was underwater. This is, in fact, is interestingly, this property on the corner of Indies. Where is that property on the corner of Indies? It flooded dramatically. I bought it in 2000 and I wish I could show you where it is. It's right here, this property right here. And in 2003, I was inside this house, and the gentleman the neighbor came over and he pointed this line on the wall about 5 feet high, and he said, "This is where it flooded during the 1993 no-name storm." And that was pretty enlightening and scary thought. This house right here, on the corner, I owned it once in 2003. But this house is right here on Longboat. Interestingly, this floods terribly, but the subdivision right next door, Viva Villas, does not flood, and that's interesting to note. Anyway, so that's too much time on one house that I would recommend you don't buy this house. Look, let's just be serious. Just because something's a good deal doesn't mean you should buy it. So let's go ahead and do the right thing. Let's go ahead and look at X, X500. You can't be buying these flood zone houses. So let's get out of the list price per square foot. There are 707 properties that are actually, you know what? Let's just do the ones that are actually financeable. Let's not mess around with cash only deals. I mean, obviously, if you're a cash buyer and you have the opportunity to buy something that's an investor deal, then you're going to want to watch a different video. We're going to go ahead and assume that my buyers are retail buyers, and they're going to be going FHA, conventional, VA, or even possibly USDA. And below $350,000, there's 56 properties. Now, how do we get to the best price? Actually, let's go ahead and look at 3-bedroom homes, because most buyers want 3-bedroom homes. There are 30 properties below $350,000 that meet this criteria. The cheapest one is this one in Orangewood Village for $245,000. Is that the cheapest house on the list? Excuse me, this is supposed to be the best deal. The problem is the best deal is based on criteria. It's the best deal in the criteria of homes that you could finance. So $250,000. Now, Magnolia Valley has quite a bit of it is flood zone. And apparently this one is not in the flood zone in Magnolia Valley. Let's look at the flood map. And by the way, if you're shopping, look at this. This is barely out of the flood zone. Barely. So it might be in more than one flood zone. What's the point? The point is that I probably wouldn't be excited about buying in this neighborhood regardless. It is a great location in Newport Richey off of Massachusetts. All right, Dade City, $259,000. You know, they're saying this is a financeable, and maybe the roof will pass. But I'm telling you, when their roof is over 10 years old, these insurance companies are not excited about insuring. This is a brand new home under construction. And there's a coffee shop. This house is $269,990, and I like it. Let's look at the map. Dade City's really an up-and-coming address. The downtown Dade City has all those events. Dade City is fun, and Hole-in-One Donuts is there, and that's one of the greatest donut shops in Pasco County is in Dade City. Here's Lamont in Newport Richey. This is Moon Lake. Oh, I think I know this house. I had one on Lamont before, and I know this area fairly well. $270,000. It's been on the market for 141 days, so this is overpriced, and it doesn't have a garage. Let's narrow this down. Let's say you want a 3-bedroom house. Let's see if you can get a pool for under $350,000. No, you cannot get a pool. Okay, let's go ahead and put in 2 bathrooms, because you're going to want 2 bathrooms. That brings us, we only lost 3. Actually, if you're willing to buy 3 bedrooms, you're willing to buy 4 bedrooms. Did we get one? We did. Let's look at the 4-bedroom homes in this criteria, because they weren't on the original list. There's 12 4-bedroom homes on this Dade City, Zephyr Hills. Here, Hudson College Hill. I know that property. Spring Hill, Zephyr Hills, Dade City. Okay, so we can get 4-bedroom homes. Let's put the 3+ back in there because we're going to find the best deal on the list. 39 properties. Now, what you really want, in my opinion, is you want a garage. So let's put a garage in there. We only lost a couple. Let's say you wanted a 2-car garage. Is it really? I don't believe my own data here. It says that there's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage with a. I can't believe it. It doesn't make any sense. All right, let's look at them. $269,000 is going to be your cheapest home. Wow, brand new home, not even built yet. Meadow Oaks, great neighborhood. Oh, but this one is $292 a month. We forgot to take out the monthly fees. We don't want monthly fees, and we don't want flood zones. Now we're down to 2 properties. So I'm going to guess that, wow, $325,000. And this is a brand new home. You know, they say that this is a unique time in the marketplace where you can buy a brand new home for less than what you buy existing homes for. And as I hear it, that's never been the case. All right. So what did we learn? We learned that for $325,000, you can buy a home that's move-in ready, never been lived in, has a 2-car garage. Now, let's say that we really wanted a value home, though. Let's say we didn't want to go over $275,000. Now we're down to 0. Let's say that we're willing to take a 2-bedroom home, and we can't do the garage anymore, so let's take that out. And we're going to have to start. Oh, we got one house. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the one house in Beacon Square for $258,000, 2-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom. I don't see it as being the best deal in the market. And the problem with Beacon Square is that it is west of 19, and it does have. Oh, that's not good. You know, up here there's a hill. And if you're going to buy in Beacon Square, you'd rather be up here where you're 20 feet above sea level. This says it's an X500 plus. So this is one of those where the realtor is having a, oh my goodness, it's in 2 sections. So yeah, let's stay away from that. Hey, I'm Randy Jenkins. I appreciate you watching my videos. I don't see how we've come up with anything that's compelling, but at least we made an effort. And wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Have a great day.